Hi there, welcome in. I'm so glad you made it here today. Before we get started, I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from and what time it is for you. It's such a treat to see the variety of places and times represented in this community. I also want to gently thank those who have subscribed and clicked like on the videos they enjoy. It really helps this space grow. And of course, if you have ideas for new content, I'd love to hear them in the comments. With that, let's begin. Chapter 1: Understanding Tree Communication Basics. In the vast embrace of nature, where sunlight filters through a canopy of leaves, trees stand as sentinels, quietly engaging in a complex web of communication that often goes unnoticed. The significance of tree communication is profound, extending beyond mere survival and into the very heart of ecosystems. This intricate dialogue among trees fosters resilience, nurtures communities, and shapes the environments in which they thrive. For centuries, humans have gazed in awe at the towering giants of the forest, often attributing mystical qualities to their presence. Ancient cultures revered trees, viewing them as sacred beings that connected the earth to the heavens. This reverence is rooted in a deep understanding, a recognition of the symbiotic relationships that flourish within forests. Early philosophers and naturalists pondered the interactions among trees, yet it was often a blend of myth and observation rather than the fruits of scientific inquiry. As the world turned towards the enlightenment of science, perceptions began to shift. The notion of trees as passive organisms was challenged by the emergence of botanical studies. Pioneers like Alexander von Humboldt, who traversed the landscapes of South America, began to unravel the mysteries of plant interactions. He observed that trees were not solitary entities, but rather part of a larger community, influencing and depending on one another for survival. This shift in understanding laid the groundwork for what we now know about the remarkable communication systems of trees. At the heart of this communication lies chemical signaling, a language spoken through the air and the soil. Trees emit volatile organic compounds, tiny molecules that float through the atmosphere, carrying messages of distress or health. Imagine a tree sensing an insect invasion, its leaves releasing a perfume of chemicals that waft through the air. These signals can alert neighboring trees, prompting them to bolster their defenses. It is a remarkable example of cooperation, a testament to the interconnectedness of life. The underground realm, often hidden from sight, serves as another vital channel for communication. Through a network of roots and mycorrhizal fungi, trees exchange nutrients and information, creating a subterranean web of support. This symbiosis is so intricate that trees can share resources with their kin, ensuring the survival of the next generation. What if we considered this underground network as an ancient internet, where information flows silently but powerfully, connecting a community of trees in ways we are only beginning to understand? Studying these forms of communication is essential for grasping the health of ecosystems. Forests are not merely collections of trees, they are dynamic entities, vibrant with life, constantly adapting to changes in their environment. By understanding how trees communicate, we gain insight into the resilience of these ecosystems, their ability to withstand disturbances, and their role in battling climate change. When trees can share resources and information, they enhance their collective survival, demonstrating an extraordinary form of intelligence. Renowned biologist Susan Simard, a pioneer in forest ecology, has illuminated these connections through her research. She famously stated, "The trees are communicating. They are sending signals and sharing resources through their roots and fungi." Her work has revealed that trees can recognize their offspring and preferentially direct nutrients toward them. This nurturing behavior underscores the importance of familial bonds in the natural world. Consider the broader implications of tree communication. What happens when forests face threats, such as disease or environmental change? Trees can respond to these challenges by altering their chemical signals, which influences the entire community. This proactive communication allows for collective adaptation, a survival strategy that has evolved over millions of years. Trees are not merely reacting to their environment, they are actively shaping it. Yet the impact of human activity cannot be overlooked. Deforestation, pollution, and climate change disrupt these delicate communication systems. When trees are removed, the intricate networks of signaling and support are severed, potentially leading to declines in biodiversity and the collapse of ecosystems. The more we understand about tree communication, the clearer it becomes that preserving these networks is crucial for the health of our planet. As we venture deeper into the world of trees, we begin to appreciate the significance of their communication. Each rustle of leaves in the wind carries a story of resilience and cooperation. Each fallen leaf enriches the soil, a silent testament to the life cycle that sustains future generations. Trees are living libraries, containing knowledge of their environment, sharing it not just with their own kind, but with the very fabric of life around them. Imagine walking through a forest, pausing to listen to the whispers of the trees. Can you hear the stories they tell? The rustling branches, the creaking trunks, and the gentle swaying of boughs all contribute to a symphony of life. This is not mere silence, it is a language waiting to be understood. In the chapters that follow, we will explore these themes further, delving into the specific ways trees communicate through chemical signals, the roles of fungi in this dialogue, and the implications for conservation and climate resilience. The world of trees is rich and complex, filled with lessons that extend beyond the forest. By understanding tree communication, we unlock a deeper appreciation of the natural world and our place within it. As we ponder the significance of these interactions, let us carry forward the wisdom of the trees, recognizing that their stories are intertwined with our own. They remind us that we are part of a larger community, one that thrives on connection, cooperation, and the shared language of life. As we immerse ourselves in the enchanting world of tree communication, the sheer complexity of chemical signaling emerges as a vivid tapestry of life. Trees not only share resources, but also communicate threats and opportunities through a sophisticated language of chemicals. These volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, are akin to whispers carried on the wind, enabling trees to alert their neighbors. Imagine the air thick with messages. Each sent a call to action, urging nearby trees to prepare for potential dangers or to engage in mutual support. The concept of tree communication through chemical signaling is not merely a scientific curiosity. It has profound implications for the entire ecosystem. When faced with herbivorous invaders, a tree may release specific VOCs that serve as a distress signal. Nearby trees, upon detecting these airborne cues, can preemptively bolster their defenses, perhaps by producing bitter compounds or toxins to deter the pests. This collaborative effort transforms the forest into a living organism, each tree a vital part of an interconnected system, responding harmoniously to the challenges of their environment. Consider the work of the eminent ecologist Richard Carbon, who has contributed significantly to our understanding of these chemical interactions. He observed that trees can recognize and respond to the specific signals emitted by neighboring trees, a fascinating insight that challenges the notion of trees as solitary entities. This recognition not only fosters resilience within the forest, but also highlights an intricate network of relationships that has evolved over millennia. Plants can communicate with each other, and they can also eavesdrop on their neighbors, Carbon noted, encapsulating the essence of this hidden conversation. In addition to the airborne signals, the underground connections facilitated by mycorrhizal fungi play a crucial role in tree communication. These fungi form a vast network, linking the roots of different trees and allowing them to exchange nutrients and information. Picture this underground web as a bustling marketplace, where trees trade resources and share vital information about soil conditions, water availability, and even neighboring threats. This collaboration fosters a sense of community, ensuring that no tree stands alone in the face of adversity. The significance of these interactions becomes even clearer when we consider the implications for forest health and resilience. Forests that exhibit robust communication networks through both chemical and fungal channels are better equipped to withstand disturbances. They can adapt to changing environmental conditions, such as drought or disease, by sharing resources and knowledge. This adaptability is not merely a survival tactic. It is a testament to the evolutionary brilliance of trees, their ability to innovate and thrive in a dynamic world. However, the delicate balance of these communication systems is increasingly threatened by human activities. As we encroach upon natural habitats, the disruption of these networks can lead to unforeseen consequences. When trees are felled or ecosystems are altered, the intricate conversations that occur within the forest can be silenced, leaving behind a fragmented landscape. The loss of biodiversity that often follows this disruption can weaken the resilience of entire ecosystems, making them more susceptible to climate change and disease. As we reflect on the historical perceptions of tree interactions, we realize that the journey from myth to science has illuminated the profound connections that exist within forests. Early cultures revered trees, recognizing their importance long before the scientific community began to unravel their secrets. This reverence serves as a reminder that our relationship with nature is not only rooted in observation, but also in respect and understanding. Imagine walking through a dense forest, surrounded by towering giants that have stood for centuries. What stories do they hold? What wisdom do they share? The whispers of the leaves and the rustling of branches invite us to listen more closely, to engage with the world around us in a deeper, more meaningful way. In our exploration of tree communication, we begin to see trees as dynamic participants in their ecosystems, not mere passive observers. They engage in a complex dialogue that shapes their environment and influences the myriad life forms that depend on them. This understanding invites us to reconsider our role within these ecosystems. Are we mere spectators, or can we become active participants in nurturing and protecting these vital networks? The importance of studying tree communication extends beyond the realm of ecology. It touches on ethical and philosophical questions about our place in the natural world. If trees can communicate, share resources, and support one another, what does that say about the values we hold as humans? In a world increasingly marked by disconnection, the lessons from trees encourage us to foster community, cooperation, and compassion. As we continue to unravel the complexities of tree communication, we will delve deeper into the mechanisms of chemical signaling, the roles fungi play in this network, and the broader implications for conservation efforts. Each revelation adds another layer to our understanding, illuminating the intricate relationships that sustain life on our planet. In this journey, let us not forget the essence of what it means to be part of a living ecosystem. Just as trees communicate with one another, we too can learn to listen, to engage, and to nurture the connections that bind us to the natural world. The stories of trees are not just theirs alone. They are woven into the fabric of our existence, urging us to reflect, to appreciate, and to act with intention. Chapter 2: The Role of Roots in Tree Interactions. In the hidden world beneath the surface, roots weave an intricate network, serving not only as anchors but also as vital communication channels. This subterranean realm, often overlooked, is alive with activity and interaction. Roots extend far beyond the physical supports of trees. They are conduits for messages, emotions, and resources. Imagine a silent conversation taking place underfoot, where trees exchange vital information through their roots, sharing knowledge about soil conditions, water availability, and even threats from pests and diseases. The mechanisms behind this communication are fascinating. Roots release specific compounds known as root exudates, which play a crucial role in these interactions. These exudates are a mix of sugars, amino acids, organic acids, and other organic compounds that serve multiple functions. They attract beneficial microorganisms, create a conducive environment for nutrient uptake, and even signal neighboring trees about environmental changes. It's as if the roots are whispering secrets to one another in a language that transcends human understanding. Consider the role of root exudates in shaping the health of the surrounding ecosystem. When trees release these compounds, they are not merely nourishing themselves, but also fostering relationships with the microbes and fungi in the soil. These microorganisms, in turn, assist in breaking down nutrients, making them more accessible to the trees. The synergy between trees and soil life is a testament to the interconnectedness of all living things. As the renowned botanist Peter Wohlleben eloquently put it, trees are social beings. They like to live in community with others. Yet the communication among trees does not occur in isolation. Root competition is a significant factor that influences tree health and growth. When multiple trees vie for the same resources, water, nutrients, and space, conflict can arise beneath the soil. This competition can lead to stress, stunted growth, and even the decline of certain species. Imagine two towering oaks, their roots stretching toward the same pool of water, each trying to secure life-giving sustenance. When resources are limited, the struggle intensifies, and the survival of one may directly impact the other. Researchers have observed that trees have developed strategies to cope with this competition. Some species employ allelopathy, releasing chemicals through their roots that inhibit the growth of nearby plants, while others might enhance their root systems to explore deeper into the soil to access untapped resources. This adaptability showcases the resilience of trees, revealing their capacity to not only survive but thrive in challenging conditions. The fascinating dynamics of root interactions can be seen vividly in several case studies from forests around the globe. In a temperate forest, researchers discovered that beech trees had a unique way of sharing resources with their neighbors. They found that beech roots could extend into the areas of neighboring trees, allowing for a transfer of nutrients and water. This mutualistic behavior fosters a sense of community among the trees, enhancing their collective survival in an environment where resources can be sporadic. In another striking example, scientists studied the interactions among coniferous trees in boreal forests. They noted that these trees engage in a complex network of root systems that not only compete but also cooperate. Some species would send signals through their roots, warning others of impending drought conditions. This remarkable communication enables trees to prepare for changes in their environment, a testament to their adaptability and foresight. Furthermore, a study focused on mangrove forests revealed how these trees utilize their roots not only for stability in the shifting sands of coastal environments, but also for communication. By releasing specific root exudates, mangroves can attract beneficial organisms that help filter toxins from the water, ultimately supporting the entire ecosystem. This interdependence illustrates how roots serve as a foundation for both individual trees and the broader community, intertwining their fates within the delicate balance of nature. As we contemplate the intricate relationships formed through these root interactions, it becomes evident that trees possess a remarkable intelligence. They are not solitary beings. They thrive in the context of their community. Their roots, acting as both anchors and conduits, reveal a hidden world of communication that shapes the very essence of forest ecosystems. In this exploration, the question arises: what can we learn from the roots of trees about our own connections and interactions? The lessons of cooperation, resilience, and communication resonate deeply, reminding us that we, too, are part of a larger community. The roots, in their silent wisdom, teach us about the importance of nurturing our relationships, sharing resources, and supporting one another in times of need. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of tree interactions, we gain insight into the profound complexity of life. Each root, each exudate, each interaction weaves a narrative that speaks to the heart of existence. The story of roots is not just about survival. It is about thriving in connection with others, an echo of the interconnectedness that characterizes all living systems. In the embrace of nature, beneath the canopy of leaves, the roots whisper their stories. They tell of struggles and triumphs, of competition and collaboration, painting a vivid picture of life beneath the surface. As we listen closely, we begin to understand the profound role that roots play in the grand symphony of the forest, a harmony that resonates in every leaf, every branch, and every tree. The delicate interplay of roots extends far beyond mere competition for nutrients and water. In the shadows of towering trees, a symphony of interactions unfolds, revealing the remarkable ways in which roots serve as channels of communication. This exchange is not limited to the sharing of resources. It also encompasses the intricate dance of chemical signals that promote cooperation and community resilience. Root exudates, the compounds released from roots, are a vital aspect of this communication. They are not just random byproducts. Each type serves a specific purpose, contributing to the broader health of the forest ecosystem. Imagine a tree releasing sugars into the soil, not solely for its own sustenance, but to attract beneficial microbes that aid in nutrient absorption. These exudates create a bustling underground marketplace, where nutrients are exchanged and the health of the entire community is enhanced. Some exudates possess the ability to suppress harmful pathogens, acting as a natural defense mechanism for both the tree and its neighbors. This proactive approach to health illustrates the sophisticated strategies trees employ to survive and thrive in their environments. The renowned ecologist Suzanne Simard emphasizes this interconnectedness when she asserts that trees are interconnected through a vast network of roots and fungi, enabling them to share nutrients and communicate. This phenomenon is particularly captivating when one considers the different types of root exudates and their functions. Organic acids can alter soil pH, creating a more favorable environment for nutrient uptake. Meanwhile, amino acids may signal to nearby plants about potential threats, prompting them to bolster their defenses. It is a nuanced language of chemistry that unfolds just beneath our feet, a reminder of the complexities of life that often go unnoticed. Imagine walking through a forest and understanding that the very ground you tread is alive with whispers of cooperation. Beneath the surface, trees engage in a continuous dialogue, where the release of specific compounds can mean the difference between flourishing and faltering. This dynamic also highlights the importance of biodiversity in forest ecosystems. A diverse array of tree species contributes to a richer tapestry of root interactions, enhancing the resilience of the forest as a whole. However, the impact of root competition can sometimes overshadow the benefits of cooperation. When resources dwindle, trees may resort to more aggressive strategies, competing fiercely for water and nutrients. This competition can lead to stress responses that affect not only individual trees, but the entire ecosystem. The struggle for survival can manifest in stunted growth or increased vulnerability to diseases. A striking example of this competition can be observed in the case of pine trees in a dense forest. When water becomes scarce, these trees exhibit a fascinating behavior known as root grafting. By physically connecting through their roots, they can share vital resources, such as water and nutrients, even in the face of competition. This remarkable adaptation allows for a greater chance of survival, illustrating how competition can sometimes give way to cooperation. As we delve deeper into the case studies of root interactions in forests, we uncover more extraordinary examples. In a temperate rainforest, researchers observed how a diverse community of trees, including Douglas firs and redwoods, engaged in both competitive and cooperative behaviors. In this vibrant ecosystem, the trees were found to adjust their root growth patterns in response to the proximity of neighboring trees. When competition was high, they would extend their roots deeper into the soil, seeking resources that were previously untapped. Conversely, when conditions were favorable, these trees would share resources through their interconnected root systems. This adaptability is a testament to their resilience, showcasing the intricate balance between competition and collaboration. The observed behaviors in these forests remind us of the profound interconnectedness that defines life itself, echoing the sentiments of the naturalist John Muir, who once said, "In every walk with nature one receives far more than he seeks." The impact of root interactions does not end with trees alone. A fascinating aspect of these relationships is the role of mycorrhizal fungi, which form symbiotic associations with tree roots. These fungi extend their hyphae, creating a vast underground network that connects multiple trees. Through this network, trees can share resources, alert each other to threats, and even support seedlings as they establish their own roots in the soil. In a remarkable study conducted in a forest in Germany, researchers discovered that older trees often acted as guardians for younger ones. The older trees provided essential nutrients to their younger counterparts through the fungal network, ensuring their survival in the competitive landscape of the forest. This nurturing behavior challenges the notion of survival of the fittest, suggesting that cooperation plays a pivotal role in the longevity and health of a forest community. As we reflect on these findings, we are reminded that nature often operates on principles that defy our conventional understanding of competition and survival. The intricate web of root interactions invites us to consider the broader implications for our own lives and communities. In a world where individualism often reigns, what can we learn from trees that thrive through interconnectedness? The lessons of resilience, cooperation, and communication resonate deeply, urging us to nurture our relationships and support one another in times of need. Just as trees send chemical signals through their roots, we, too, can create channels of understanding that foster community and connection. In the stillness of the forest, where roots intertwine and whisper secrets, lies a profound story of survival and collaboration. The roots of trees remind us that we are all part of a larger ecosystem, one that thrives on cooperation and support. As we continue to explore the role of roots in tree interactions, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness that defines life, both in the forest and beyond. In this intricate dance of roots and exudates, we find not just a tale of competition, but a celebration of life, resilience, and the power of community in its most beautiful form. Chapter 3: Mycorrhizal Networks, the Tree Internet. In the dense underbrush of the forest, where the light dances playfully among the leaves, lies a hidden world pulsating with life and connection. Mycorrhizal networks, often referred to as the tree internet, serve as a testament to the intricate relationships woven beneath our feet. These networks are formed by fungi that connect the roots of trees, creating a vast web through which communication and resources flow. The structure of these networks is remarkably complex. Fungal mycelium, a fine, thread-like structure, intertwines with tree roots, forming a symbiotic relationship that benefits both parties. The fungi receive carbohydrates produced by the trees through photosynthesis, while the trees gain enhanced access to water and nutrients, particularly phosphorus, which is vital for their growth. Imagine a vast underground city, where every tree is a resident connected to its neighbors through a bustling network of fungal highways. This is not merely a metaphor. It is the reality of how mycorrhizal networks operate. Each thread of mycelium acts as a conduit, allowing trees to communicate in ways we are only beginning to understand. The mycorrhizal fungi are like messengers, carrying signals about environmental changes, such as drought or disease, from one tree to another. This communication can be crucial for the survival of an entire forest. When one tree detects a threat, it can send distress signals through the mycelial network, alerting nearby trees to bolster their defenses. The nutrient-sharing capabilities of these networks are equally fascinating. Through this underground web, trees can allocate resources based on need. For instance, if a tree is struggling to access water, it can receive assistance from its neighbors, which may have more abundant resources. This sharing mechanism promotes a sense of community among trees, fostering resilience against environmental stresses. A study once revealed that older trees, known as mother trees, play a pivotal role in these networks, nurturing younger saplings by providing them with essential nutrients. As ecologist Suzanne Simard eloquently put it, the health of the forest depends on the health of its trees, and the health of its trees depends on the networks they form. As we traverse various ecosystems, we can observe mycorrhizal connections thriving in diverse settings, from temperate forests to arid deserts. In each locale, these networks exhibit unique characteristics adapted to their specific environments. For instance, in the lush temperate rainforests of the Pacific Northwest, towering Douglas firs and Sitka spruces form intricate relationships with fungi that thrive in the moist, rich soil. The mycorrhizal fungi here are adept at breaking down organic matter, allowing trees to absorb nutrients efficiently. In contrast, the arid landscapes of the Southwest reveal another side of this fascinating network. Here, desert cacti and hardy shrubs rely on mycorrhizal partnerships to survive in a challenging environment. The fungi assist these plants in accessing scarce water sources and minerals from the dry, often nutrient-poor soil. In these ecosystems, the mycorrhizal networks not only sustain individual plants, but also contribute to the overall health of the ecosystem, allowing life to flourish even in the harshest conditions. Consider the impact of these networks on biodiversity. Mycorrhizal fungi support a variety of plant species, creating a rich tapestry of life. When trees share resources, they promote the growth of understory plants, which in turn provide habitat and food for various creatures. This interconnectedness fosters a vibrant ecosystem teeming with life. The presence of mycorrhizal networks can influence the composition of plant communities, enhancing resilience to invasive species and environmental changes. Through the lens of mycorrhizal networks, we begin to see trees not as isolated beings, but as integral parts of a larger community. The intricate web of life beneath our feet serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. As we ponder the wonders of these networks, we can ask ourselves, how much more are we yet to discover about the conversations and collaborations that occur in the natural world? There is a profound beauty in understanding that these relationships, often hidden from view, shape the very essence of our forests. The silent conversations facilitated by mycorrhizal networks reveal an astonishing level of cooperation among trees. They are not just passive participants in their environment, they actively engage in a complex social structure. Trees can warn each other about impending threats, sharing vital information that can determine their collective survival. This sense of community, fostered by mycorrhizal connections, encourages a harmonious balance within the ecosystem. Imagine walking through a forest, surrounded by the towering giants, and knowing that beneath your feet lies a bustling metropolis of fungi and roots. This unseen world is alive with activity, a network that threads through the very fabric of the forest. The interplay between trees and fungi is a delicate dance of give and take, a testament to the power of collaboration in nature. The story of mycorrhizal networks extends beyond trees to the very essence of life on Earth. As these networks thrive, they support a myriad of organisms, from insects to mammals, creating a rich habitat that sustains biodiversity. The interdependence fostered by these connections exemplifies the delicate balance of ecosystems. Each organism, no matter how small, plays a vital role in maintaining this balance, contributing to the resilience of the forest. In this dynamic web of life, we can draw parallels to our own human experiences. Just as trees rely on mycorrhizal networks for support and communication, we too depend on our connections with one another to navigate the complexities of life. The lessons gleaned from the natural world remind us of the importance of fostering relationships, nurturing our communities, and sharing resources for the greater good. As we explore the wonders of mycorrhizal networks, we invite curiosity and reverence for the natural world. The intricate connections formed below ground challenge our perceptions of nature and our understanding of what it means to be a community. The more we learn about these networks, the more we realize that our role in the ecosystem is not isolated but interconnected, woven into the very fabric of life itself. In the embrace of the forest, where sunlight streams through the canopy above and the earth teems with life below, the story of mycorrhizal networks unfolds. This tale of cooperation, communication, and resilience is a reminder of the profound complexity of nature and the delicate relationships that sustain it. As we continue to journey through this world, let us pause to appreciate the unseen forces at play, guiding the trees in their silent conversations, nourishing their growth, and weaving together the rich tapestry of life. As the sun settles lower in the sky, casting a warm golden hue over the forest floor, the intricate mycorrhizal networks continue their vital work beneath the surface. The symbiotic relationship between trees and fungi is not merely a transaction. It is a collaboration that thrives on mutual benefit. Fungi, with their vast mycelial structures, are adept at breaking down organic matter, transforming it into accessible nutrients for trees. This process of decomposition is essential for maintaining soil health and fertility, creating a nurturing environment for all forms of life. Imagine the unseen dramas unfolding in the soil. When leaves fall and decay, they become a feast for fungi, which break them down into simpler compounds. This is not just a case of recycling. It is a profound transformation that enriches the soil, allowing trees to absorb the nutrients they desperately need to thrive. In turn, trees provide the fungi with carbohydrates, a life-giving source of energy derived from photosynthesis. This delicate exchange is a testament to the interconnectedness of life, where each participant plays a crucial role in sustaining the whole. The benefits of mycorrhizal networks extend beyond individual trees to entire forests. When trees share nutrients, they create a web of support that can enhance the resilience of the ecosystem. It is in this network that we witness a fascinating phenomenon. Trees communicate their needs and responses to one another. For instance, when faced with drought, trees can signal their neighbors, prompting them to conserve water or alter their growth patterns. This collective response highlights the sophistication of forest ecosystems, where cooperation trumps competition. Consider the role of these networks in promoting biodiversity. In diverse ecosystems, where various tree species coexist, mycorrhizal fungi adapt to connect different plants, creating a rich web of relationships. This adaptability is crucial. It allows trees of varying sizes, ages, and species to coexist harmoniously, each contributing to the overall health of the forest. This diverse community helps to buffer against diseases and pests, as the interconnectedness nurtures resilience. A remarkable example of such diversity can be found in the Amazon rainforest, one of the most biodiverse regions on the planet. Here, mycorrhizal networks link countless species, each relying on the others for survival. The intricate partnerships formed in this lush environment foster a balance among trees, plants, and wildlife, reinforcing the importance of every organism within the ecosystem. As we shift our focus to the role of mycorrhizal networks in urban settings, the story becomes even more compelling. In cities where concrete often replaces soil, these networks still find a way to thrive. Urban trees, though surrounded by challenging conditions, form connections with mycorrhizal fungi that help them adapt to stressors such as pollution and limited water availability. Research has shown that urban trees with robust mycorrhizal associations are better equipped to withstand the harsh realities of city life. Imagine the resilience of a lone tree standing amidst towering buildings, its roots entwined with a network of fungi facilitating its survival. In this symbiotic relationship, the tree not only grows but flourishes, becoming a sanctuary for birds, insects, and other wildlife. This interplay between nature and urbanization serves as a reminder of the power of mycorrhizal networks to adapt and thrive, even in the most unexpected environments. The fascination with mycorrhizal networks extends into the realm of agriculture, where understanding these connections can lead to more sustainable practices. Farmers, through regenerative approaches, are beginning to recognize the importance of fostering healthy soil microbiomes. By promoting mycorrhizal associations, crops can access nutrients more efficiently, leading to increased yields while reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. This shift not only benefits farmers, but also contributes to the overall health of the ecosystem, emphasizing the role of mycorrhizal fungi in sustainable food production. As we contemplate the significance of mycorrhizal networks, we cannot overlook the extraordinary individuals who have dedicated their lives to uncovering the mysteries of these relationships. Pioneers in mycology and ecology, such as Paul Stamets, have illuminated the profound impact of fungi on our environment. Stamets has famously stated, "Fungi are the great recyclers of the planet." His research emphasizes the role of fungi not just in nutrient cycling, but also in fostering resilience against climate challenges. In this context, we find ourselves asking, how does the understanding of mycorrhizal networks reshape our relationship with nature? As we become aware of the intricate connections that sustain life, we are prompted to reconsider our role within the ecosystem. When we appreciate the silent but powerful interactions occurring beneath our feet, we begin to cultivate a deeper respect for the natural world. The narrative of mycorrhizal networks invites us to reflect on our own connections. Just as trees and fungi collaborate for mutual benefit, we too can learn to nurture our relationships, fostering a sense of community in our lives. The lessons gleaned from these natural partnerships encourage us to be more mindful of how we interact with one another and with the environment. As dusk falls over the forest, the mycorrhizal networks continue their tireless work, intertwining with the roots of the trees, whispering secrets of survival and cooperation. This hidden world reminds us of the beauty of interdependence, where every thread of life supports another in a delicate balance. The story of mycorrhizal networks is not merely about trees and fungi. It is about the very essence of life itself, woven together in an intricate dance of connection and resilience. Chapter 4: Chemical Signals, Trees Talking in the Air. In the realm of trees, where sunlight filters through a lush canopy, a hidden language flourishes, one that traverses the very air we breathe. This language is composed of volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, which serve as the aromatic messengers of the forest. These compounds, released by trees in response to various stimuli, carry essential information about their health, their environment, and the presence of potential dangers. Imagine the air thickening with the scent of pine resin or the sharp fragrance of freshly cut grass. Each aroma tells a story, a tale of survival and communication woven into the fabric of the forest. When trees face threats, such as an invasion of pests or diseases, they respond by emitting specific VOCs. These chemical signals act as warnings not only to their own kind, but also to neighboring trees, alerting them to prepare for impending danger. Picture a grove of trees, each one standing tall and proud, yet acutely aware of its surroundings. As one tree begins to exude these chemical alarms, the scent wafts through the air, reaching the ears of its companions. This sophisticated system enables trees to take proactive measures, fortifying themselves against the oncoming threat. The remarkable ability of trees to warn one another is exemplified by the black cherry tree. When infested by pests like the caterpillars of the gypsy moth, black cherry trees release a cocktail of VOCs that signal nearby trees to bolster their defenses. These neighboring trees may respond by increasing their production of secondary metabolites, compounds that deter herbivores and enhance resistance. It's as if the trees are engaging in an ancient ritual, a solemn pact of survival forged through the invisible threads of chemical communication. But how do these neighboring trees respond to airborne signals? The answer lies in their inherent adaptability and resilience. When exposed to the warning sense, trees initiate a cascade of physiological changes. This response often includes the upregulation of defensive compounds, a process that requires energy and resources. The trees are effectively preparing themselves for battle, ensuring that they are not caught off guard. Imagine standing in a forest, where the trees are not silent observers but vigilant sentinels, each one attuned to the whispers of its neighbors. Consider the words of botanist and tree communication researcher Susan Simard, who said, "Trees are social beings. They are connected to each other and the world around them." This profound insight captures the essence of tree communication. The interactions among trees extend beyond mere survival. They weave a tapestry of community and cooperation. As these signals travel through the air, they create an interconnected web of awareness, allowing trees to thrive in the face of adversity. The role of stress responses in tree communication cannot be understated. When trees experience stress, whether from drought, disease, or mechanical damage, they produce a variety of VOCs that convey their plight. These signals not only alert neighboring trees, but can also attract beneficial organisms. For instance, certain VOCs released by stressed trees serve to lure predatory insects that prey on the very pests causing the damage. This forms a delicate balance where trees act as both victims and strategists, crafting alliances in the face of adversity. Imagine walking through a forest after a heavy rain. The air is thick with the earthy scent of damp soil and the fresh aroma of wet leaves. This is a perfect moment to observe the interplay of chemical signals at work. The rain stimulates trees to release a different set of VOCs, which can enhance the growth of beneficial fungi in the soil. These fungi, in turn, support tree health by improving nutrient uptake. The cycle of communication and support continues, creating a harmonious environment where trees flourish together. As we ponder the intricate web of communication, it is essential to consider the remarkable adaptability of trees. They have evolved over millennia to respond to their environment in sophisticated ways. The process of releasing VOCs is not merely a reaction. It is a carefully orchestrated response that reflects their surroundings and the interconnectedness of life within the forest. Scientists have shown that different species of trees can even recognize one another's signals, indicating a level of social awareness that deepens the complexity of their interactions. Imagine the forest as a living organism, where each tree acts as a vital organ, contributing to the health and vitality of the whole. This analogy underscores the importance of chemical communication. When trees release VOCs, they are not only sharing information, but also fostering a sense of community. This communal aspect is vital for the stability of forest ecosystems, where cooperation can mean the difference between life and death. Moreover, the conversation among trees is not limited to warnings about pests. Trees also communicate about environmental conditions, sharing information about soil moisture or nutrient availability. This exchange allows neighboring trees to adjust their growth patterns, optimizing their resource use. Imagine a drought-stricken landscape where one tree sends out a signal indicating reduced water availability. Its neighbors, attuned to these subtle cues, might respond by limiting their own water consumption, ensuring the survival of the community as a whole. In the grand tapestry of the forest, the role of chemical signals is pivotal. These compounds form the foundation of a vibrant dialogue among trees, fostering resilience in the face of challenges. As we explore this hidden language, we begin to appreciate the depth of relationships that exist within the natural world. Trees, often perceived as solitary beings, are in fact engaged in a continuous exchange of information, a dialogue that shapes the very ecosystems we cherish. The wonders of tree communication extend beyond VOCs. The interconnectedness established through mycorrhizal networks, as discussed in previous explorations, complements the airborne exchanges. These fungal networks act as conduits for both nutrient sharing and chemical signaling, further enhancing the ability of trees to respond to threats. This synergy between mycorrhizal fungi and trees amplifies the depth of communication, creating a multi-layered system of interaction that is as complex as it is beautiful. As we immerse ourselves in the forest, let us take a moment to consider the unseen connections that bind these towering giants together. The air is alive with chemical whispers, each sent a note in a symphony of life. Trees, imbued with wisdom, share their experiences and nurture one another, ensuring that the forest thrives amid the challenges of the natural world. This intricate dance of communication is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life, a reminder that even in silence, there is profound conversation happening around us. In this world where trees talk through the air, they illuminate the importance of connection. Their ability to sense and respond to one another serves as a gentle reminder of the vital role that community plays in survival. As we learn more about the chemical signals that trees emit, we uncover a deeper understanding of the ecosystems that they inhabit, revealing the remarkable interplay of life that sustains our planet. The forest is not merely a collection of individual trees. It is a vibrant community, thriving on shared knowledge and interdependence. As the gentle breeze rustles the leaves overhead, the forest reveals yet another layer of its intricate communication system. Volatile organic compounds are not solely for alerting trees to immediate threats. They also serve as indicators of the overall health of the ecosystem. These aromatic signals can convey information about soil conditions, seasonal changes, and the presence of beneficial organisms. Imagine how trees, with their roots stretched deep into the earth and their canopies reaching toward the sky, become living barometers of their environment. When conditions shift, whether due to a changing climate or the passage of time, trees can signal these changes through the release of specific VOCs. For instance, during periods of stress such as drought, trees might emit compounds that inform their neighbors to conserve moisture. This form of communication demonstrates not only the tree's awareness of their individual situations, but also their commitment to the well-being of the larger community. The mutualistic relationships within the forest extend beyond immediate responses. Trees can share their resources through mycorrhizal networks, which allow them to exchange nutrients and chemical signals. This intricate partnership between trees and fungi amplifies the messages being transmitted, creating a dialogue that is rich and multifaceted. The mycorrhizal networks act as conduits, enhancing the ability of trees to interpret and respond to the information they receive. Consider the case of trees responding to a beetle infestation. The affected trees will send up a plume of warning signals to their surrounding companions. These signals may include scents that attract predatory insects, which will help control the pest population. This remarkable strategy underscores the cleverness embedded in the communication among trees. Such phenomena are not limited to forest environments alone. Urban trees, too, have been found to adjust their chemical communication in response to pollution or human activity. Imagine a city park, where trees must adapt to the noise and vibrations of urban life. These trees may alter their chemical signatures to signal distress or resilience, maintaining their connections even in the face of adversity. They stand as reminders of nature's tenacity, adapting to thrive within man-made landscapes. The interconnectedness of trees through chemical signals also plays a crucial role in promoting biodiversity. When trees communicate stress or resource needs, it triggers a chain reaction that can attract various animals and insects, fostering a diverse array of life forms within the forest. This interaction promotes a balanced ecosystem, as different species respond to the tree's signals in ways that enhance the overall health of the environment. Reflect on the words of ecologist Peter Wohlleben, who stated, "The trees have a shared consciousness." This idea encapsulates the essence of tree communication, where every tree participates in a collective awareness that transcends individual existence. This shared consciousness not only facilitates survival, but also enriches the fabric of life within the forest. As trees emit their chemical warnings, they may also produce scents that signify readiness for reproduction. These signals can attract pollinators, ensuring the continuation of their species. Imagine the heady aroma of flowering trees in spring, calling forth bees and butterflies, their delicate forms flitting from blossom to blossom. Each scent serves a dual purpose: a call to pollinators and a signal to neighboring trees about the availability of resources. The narrative of tree communication extends even further, encompassing the impact of climate change on these vital interactions. As environmental conditions evolve, the ability of trees to communicate effectively may be challenged. The delicate balance established through VOCs and mycorrhizal networks could be disrupted, leading to shifts in community dynamics. Trees that struggle to adapt may find themselves isolated, disconnected from the very networks that once sustained them. In the face of these challenges, it is crucial to consider the resilience inherent in tree communication. Trees have developed intricate strategies over millennia, allowing them to adapt to environmental fluctuations. By fostering a sense of community through chemical signals, they enhance their chances of survival, even as the world around them changes. As we walk through the forest, let us remember that each breath we take is interwoven with the stories of the trees. The air is alive with chemical conversations, whispering secrets of survival and adaptation. Trees, often seen as solitary giants, are in fact engaged in an ongoing dialogue that shapes their world. They remind us of the profound connections that exist within nature, urging us to listen closely to the signals all around us. This rich tapestry of communication emphasizes the importance of safeguarding the ecosystems that foster these interactions. Protecting forests and their inhabitants is not just about preserving beauty. It is about maintaining the intricate web of life that sustains us all. The trees, with their silent yet powerful voices, continue to teach us the value of connection, resilience, and community. In this enchanting world of trees, every rustling leaf and fragrant breeze carries a message. We are invited to tune in, to become attuned to the rhythms of nature that echo through the forest. Each scent tells a story, each signal a reminder of the interconnectedness that defines life on Earth. As we delve deeper into this forest of communication, we find not just a sanctuary of trees, but a vibrant network, alive with the whispers of a thriving community. Chapter 5: Cooperative Behavior, Trees Supporting Each Other. In the heart of the forest, beneath the towering canopies, lies a remarkable tale of cooperation that unfolds silently yet powerfully. Trees, often perceived as solitary giants, exhibit a profound capacity for altruism, demonstrating behaviors that reveal a deeper, interconnected existence. One of the most striking examples of this altruistic behavior can be observed in the nurturing relationships between trees and their offspring. When a mother tree, often the largest and oldest in a grove, recognizes that a sapling is struggling to thrive, she can adjust her own resource allocation to support it. This may involve enhancing nutrient flow through her mycorrhizal connections or directing water to the sapling through her roots. Imagine this mother tree, standing tall amidst the canopy, extending her roots deeper into the earth, reaching out to the tender young ones nearby. The wisdom of age translates into a selfless act, ensuring the survival of the next generation. This nurturing extends beyond mere physical support. It is a testament to a community where one tree's success contributes to the health of the entire forest. The interconnectedness fosters an environment where cooperation is paramount, and altruism becomes a vital element of survival. The benefits of cooperation among trees are numerous and far-reaching. In forest ecosystems, the symbiotic relationships between trees and other organisms create a dynamic balance that enhances overall health and productivity. For instance, consider the role of trees in carbon sequestration. As they photosynthesize, trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, storing carbon in their biomass. This process not only mitigates climate change, but also improves air quality, benefiting all life forms. When trees work together, they can enhance this effect, creating a denser canopy that captures more sunlight and, in turn, more carbon. Cooperation among trees also extends to the promotion of biodiversity. In a thriving forest, diverse tree species coexist, each contributing uniquely to the ecosystem. This variety fosters habitats for countless organisms, from birds to insects, each playing its role in the intricate web of life. When trees cooperate, they create microclimates that support a rich tapestry of life forms. The shade provided by a canopy can help maintain moisture levels in the understory, allowing shade-loving plants to flourish. Imagine walking through a forest where the air is alive with the sounds of chirping birds, rustling leaves, and the gentle hum of insects. This vibrant ecosystem thrives because the trees work in concert, each contributing to the health and stability of the whole. Moreover, the cooperation among trees significantly enhances forest resilience. In times of stress, whether from drought, disease, or human activities, resilient forests can withstand and recover from disturbances more effectively. The interconnected mycorrhizal networks, as previously explored, play a crucial role in this resilience. Trees can share not just nutrients, but also vital information about threats and changes in their environment. When one tree detects a pest invasion, it can relay this information through the mycorrhizal network, allowing neighboring trees to bolster their defenses in anticipation of the threat. Consider the impact of a forest that has developed this resilience. Picture a landscape where trees stand strong against the harshest storms, their roots intertwined in a supportive embrace, drawing strength from one another. In such forests, the ability to recover from disturbances is not just an individual tree's triumph, but a collective achievement. This resilience is essential for maintaining the ecological integrity of forests, ensuring that they continue to thrive for generations to come. The stories of cooperation among trees invite reflection on our own connections within communities. Just as trees support one another, there is beauty in the mutual aid that flourishes in human relationships. Each act of kindness, each gesture of support, contributes to a stronger, more resilient community. As we explore the intricate dynamics of trees supporting each other, we begin to appreciate the depth of their relationships. It is not merely survival that drives these behaviors, but a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of life. Trees are not isolated entities. They are part of a larger symphony, each playing its part to create a harmonious ecosystem that thrives on cooperation. The effects of tree cooperation extend to the very fabric of forest ecosystems, shaping the biodiversity that flourishes within. When trees thrive together, they create a mosaic of habitats that support a wide range of species. This biodiversity is vital for ecosystem health, as it fosters resilience against disease and environmental changes. A diverse forest is like a well-tuned orchestra, where different instruments come together to create a beautiful harmony. In recent years, scientists have begun to explore the layers of complexity in these relationships. Research has shown that trees can even recognize their kin through chemical signals. When a tree senses that a neighboring sapling is related, it may provide more resources to ensure its survival. This kin recognition adds another layer to the cooperation scene in forests, emphasizing the importance of family ties in the natural world. Now, imagine the vibrant life that thrives in a forest where trees not only support their young, but also cultivate a diverse community. The presence of various species allows for a greater range of interactions, creating a balance that can withstand external pressures. When faced with a pest outbreak, for example, certain tree species may release specific volatile organic compounds that attract predatory insects, effectively controlling the pest population. This natural pest management system illustrates how tree cooperation aids in maintaining a healthy ecosystem. The concept of cooperation among trees also raises intriguing questions about the evolution of these behaviors. Why would trees evolve to support their neighbors? The answer lies in the fundamental principles of survival. In a world where resources can be scarce, working together can enhance the chances of survival for all. This evolutionary strategy not only ensures the continuity of species, but also stabilizes the ecosystem as a whole. As we delve further into the stories of trees, we uncover the intricate ways in which they foster resilience through cooperation. Their ability to withstand environmental stressors is a testament to their interconnectedness. When trees share resources and information, they create a more robust network that can adapt to changing conditions. This resilience is key to the survival of forests in the face of climate change and other challenges. Consider a forest during a prolonged drought. Trees that are connected through mycorrhizal networks can share water and nutrients, allowing them to survive when individual trees might otherwise perish. This communal effort illustrates the strength found in cooperation, highlighting the importance of relationships in overcoming adversity. The beauty of tree cooperation is not limited to survival. It also enriches our understanding of the natural world. The more we learn about these behaviors, the more we realize the wisdom embedded in the forest. Each tree, standing tall and proud, embodies a legacy of cooperation that echoes through time. As we continue to explore the depths of these relationships, we are reminded of the lessons they impart. Cooperation is not merely a strategy for survival. It is a celebration of community, a reminder that every connection strengthens the fabric of life. In the grand tapestry of the forest, each tree plays a role that extends beyond its own existence, contributing to a thriving ecosystem rooted in support and resilience. In the embrace of the forest, the narratives of cooperation among trees unfold further, revealing their impact on the delicate balance of biodiversity. Each tree, a sentinel of life, plays an integral role in maintaining the intricate web of species that thrive within the ecosystem. The diversity of tree species creates a multitude of niches, each supporting a unique array of wildlife. Imagine the symphony of sounds that fill the air: chirping birds, rustling leaves, and the distant whispers of insects, all intertwined in a rhythmic dance of life. When trees cooperate, they bolster the ecological fabric, allowing for a rich tapestry of organisms to flourish. This diversity is not merely a backdrop. It is a fundamental component that enhances the resilience of the forest. Each species of tree brings its strengths, from drought resistance to shade provision, creating a microclimate that supports various plants and animals. Consider the majestic oak, providing acorns for squirrels and shade for understory plants, while nearby, the slender birch offers habitat for insects and birds alike. The presence of varied species enriches the soil, contributes to nutrient cycling, and ultimately supports a thriving ecosystem. The cooperation among trees also extends to their ability to create a stable environment, which in turn fosters greater biodiversity. As trees work together to regulate light and moisture, they create distinct layers within the forest. This stratification allows different species to occupy various niches, encouraging a wealth of life forms to coexist. Picture a forest where sunlight filters through the upper canopy, illuminating the vibrant ferns and wildflowers below, each thriving in its unique spot. In this dynamic, trees don't just exist alongside one another. They actively enhance the conditions necessary for diverse life to thrive. Furthermore, the interconnectedness of trees creates a buffer against environmental fluctuations. In times of drought, cooperative behaviors enable trees to share not only nutrients, but also their water reserves, ensuring the survival of weaker or younger trees. This sharing is vital for maintaining biodiversity, as it allows a broader range of species to persist through challenging conditions. Imagine a once parched landscape coming to life again, verdant and vibrant, not solely due to individual resilience, but through the collective strength of the forest community. The influence of tree cooperation on biodiversity is complemented by the intricate relationships formed with other organisms. Trees provide habitat and sustenance for a multitude of species, from fungi to mammals. The interactions among these species create a complex network of mutual dependencies. For instance, certain birds rely on trees for nesting, while simultaneously aiding in seed dispersal. This interplay fosters a cycle of growth and renewal, ensuring that the forest remains a vibrant ecosystem. In this context, the cooperative spirit of trees can be likened to a community where each member contributes to the collective well-being. Just as in human societies, the health of the whole often depends on the strength of its individual members. When one species thrives, it can have a cascading effect, uplifting the entire ecosystem. Moreover, the resilience that emerges from tree cooperation significantly contributes to the forest's ability to withstand disturbances. When faced with threats, whether from climate change, pests, or diseases, forests that embody cooperation can bounce back more effectively. The shared knowledge and resources among trees create a robust network capable of adapting to change. For example, if one tree encounters a disease, instead of succumbing alone, it can alert surrounding trees through its mycorrhizal connections, enabling them to bolster their defenses. This communal foresight transforms potential devastation into a collective survival strategy. Visualize a forest standing strong in the face of a storm, its trees swaying together in a synchronized rhythm, their roots intertwined, drawing stability from one another. The resilience born from cooperation allows these trees not only to endure, but to thrive, emerging from adversity with renewed vigor. This dynamic illustrates that resilience is not just an individual trait, but a communal achievement. As we reflect on the lessons of cooperation among trees, we begin to appreciate the broader implications of these behaviors. They invite us to consider the importance of collaboration in our own lives and communities. Just as trees support one another, we too can cultivate relationships that foster resilience and strength. The interconnectedness observed in forests serves as a reminder that our well-being is often linked to the health of those around us. In this grand narrative of cooperation, each tree stands as a testament to the strength found in unity. The layers of relationships, the sharing of resources, and the nurturing of biodiversity all weave together to create a thriving ecosystem. As we continue to explore these remarkable stories, we gain a deeper understanding of the profound wisdom embedded in the natural world. The cooperative behavior of trees not only sustains their existence, but also enriches the environment, creating a legacy that echoes through time, inviting future generations to marvel at the beauty of interconnected life. Chapter 6: Social Structures, Families and Communities of Trees. In the serene embrace of a forest, where the gentle rustle of leaves whispers tales of survival, trees engage in a form of communication that is intricately tied to their social structures. Kin selection, a fundamental principle in the natural world, plays a crucial role in how trees interact with one another. This concept suggests that individuals are more likely to support and nurture those who are genetically related to them. Trees are no exception to this biological imperative. Imagine a grove where ancient trees stand sentinel, their roots interwoven beneath the earth, forming a network of connection that extends beyond mere survival. In this subterranean world, the bond of kinship influences the exchange of resources and information, as trees recognize their relatives through chemical signatures. Trees have developed a remarkable ability to discern between kin and non-kin, often favoring their relatives in times of need. This recognition is primarily facilitated by the unique chemical compounds released by roots and leaves, creating a familial bond that extends across generations. Consider, for instance, a cluster of beech trees, their trunks standing tall and proud. When one of these trees is under stress, perhaps due to drought or pest infestation, it can release specific compounds that signal its condition. Nearby saplings, recognizing these distress signals, might adjust their growth patterns or increase their nutrient uptake in response. This selfless act of sharing crucial information illustrates how trees prioritize the well-being of their kin, enhancing the resilience of their family group. The impact of these social structures on forest dynamics is profound. When trees work together, they create a microenvironment that fosters biodiversity and stability. The interconnectedness allows for the efficient distribution of resources, such as water and nutrients. This synergy not only aids individual trees, but also cultivates a thriving ecosystem. As the renowned botanist Peter Wohlleben noted, the forest is a complex community, and trees are its members, supporting each other in a web of life. Imagine walking through a vibrant woodland, where the air is thick with the scent of pine and the ground is carpeted with lush ferns. In this setting, groups of trees engage in cooperative behaviors that enhance their survival. For example, when a tree senses that its neighbor is struggling, it might adjust its nutrient flow, channeling resources to bolster its ailing companion. This kind of assistance is not limited to immediate relatives. Trees have been observed supporting non-relatives as well, creating a web of alliances that strengthens the entire community. To illustrate this further, consider the case of Douglas firs. Researchers have documented family groups where trees share resources through an extensive network of mycorrhizal fungi. These fungi act as intermediaries, connecting the roots of different trees and facilitating the exchange of nutrients. When one tree in the group suffers from disease, the others can compensate by reallocating resources, ensuring that the family unit remains robust. This cooperative behavior is not just a survival strategy. It embodies the essence of kin selection, where the success of the group ultimately benefits the individual. As we reflect on these intricate relationships, we must ponder the question, what does this mean for the health of our forests? The answer lies in understanding that social structures among trees are not merely a curiosity, but a vital component of ecological balance. Forests with strong kinship ties tend to exhibit greater resilience to environmental stressors, such as climate change and disease outbreaks. This resilience is a testament to the strength found in community, where trees, through their shared language and cooperative behaviors, create a sanctuary for life. One particularly fascinating case study involves the aspen trees, known for their ability to form vast groves through a single root system. In these groves, the trees are genetically identical and share a profound kinship. When one tree is in distress, the entire community can respond in unison, redistributing resources to ensure collective survival. This phenomenon demonstrates the power of kin selection in action, revealing how familial bonds can shape the dynamics of entire forests. As we explore the social structures of trees, we encounter a world that challenges our understanding of individuality in nature. The act of recognizing relatives and prioritizing their needs suggests an advanced level of social intelligence. Trees, often viewed as solitary beings, are, in fact, deeply interdependent. Their ability to communicate and cooperate cultivates a rich tapestry of life, reminding us of the importance of community in the natural world. Consider, for a moment, the towering redwoods of the Californian coast. These giants not only stand as monuments of nature's grandeur, but also as symbols of kinship. Research has shown that redwoods can recognize their kin through chemical signals, fostering cooperation among family members. When a redwood falls, the nearby trees may increase their resource allocation to ensure the survival of the remaining kin. This behavior highlights the profound connection among trees and how it shapes the forest's dynamics. The intricate social structures of trees also extend to their ability to collaborate in the face of adversity. When faced with threats such as invasive species or diseases, trees can alter their chemical signals to rally support from their relatives. This cooperation enhances the community's ability to withstand challenges, showcasing the strength that comes from unity. In a world where individualism often reigns, the forest stands as a testament to the power of connection. Trees, through their kinship ties and cooperative behaviors, create a harmonious existence that reverberates through their ecosystems. The dynamics of a forest are not dictated solely by competition. Rather, they are woven from the threads of support and resilience that flourish among trees. As we contemplate these social structures, we can draw parallels to our own lives. Just as trees thrive in communities, so too do we find strength in our connections with others. Imagine the possibilities if we, like trees, prioritize the well-being of our relatives and recognize the importance of cooperation. In doing so, we could cultivate environments that foster growth and resilience, enriching our own lives and the lives of those around us. The stories of trees, their families, and their communities are rich with lessons that transcend the forest. They remind us that survival often hinges on our ability to nurture relationships and support one another. The importance of kin selection, recognition of relatives, and the impact of social structures serve as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of life. In the grand orchestration of nature, trees stand as both individuals and members of a greater community, their lives intertwined in ways that reveal the depths of their wisdom and resilience. As we immerse ourselves in these narratives, we begin to see the forest not merely as a collection of trees, but as a vibrant community, alive with stories of survival, cooperation, and kinship, echoing through the ages. In the gentle embrace of the forest, kin selection emerges as a guiding force, shaping the behaviors and interactions of trees. As we contemplate the intricacies of these connections, it becomes clear that the ability of trees to recognize their relatives is not just an instinctive trait. It is a sophisticated adaptation that enhances their survival in a competitive world. Imagine a vast network of roots intertwining beneath the surface, where each tree is attuned to the chemical whispers of its kin. This recognition is facilitated by a unique blend of genetic and chemical cues, allowing trees to discern who is family and who is not. Consider the fascinating ways in which trees leverage this kin recognition. When a tree identifies a relative in distress, it can respond in various ways, whether by altering its growth patterns or reallocating resources. This behavior not only fortifies individual trees, but also strengthens the overall community, creating a resilient network capable of weathering environmental challenges. The interconnectedness among trees forms a foundation upon which forest dynamics are built, revealing the delicate balance of give and take that sustains life in these ecosystems. Moreover, the impact of these social structures on forest dynamics cannot be overstated. Trees that are closely related often exhibit cooperative behaviors that enhance their collective resilience. Imagine a forest where trees band together in times of drought, pooling their resources to ensure that even the youngest saplings can survive. This unity fosters a thriving ecosystem where diversity flourishes, creating habitats for various species and contributing to the overall health of the environment. Throughout the years, researchers have documented numerous case studies that illuminate the profound effects of familial bonds within tree species. One such example is the black walnut tree, known for its allelopathic properties, which can inhibit the growth of nearby plants. Yet, when in the company of its kin, the black walnut exhibits a more subdued release of these compounds, allowing its relatives to thrive. This subtle shift in behavior speaks volumes about the complexity of tree interactions and their remarkable ability to prioritize kin over competition. In the vibrant world of forest dynamics, the case of the oak tree stands out as a testament to the power of social structures. Oaks are known for their extensive root systems, which can span wide areas. Within these networks, trees not only share nutrients, but also exchange vital information. When one oak detects a threat, such as a pest invasion, it can release specific chemical signals that alert neighboring oaks to bolster their defenses. This cooperative strategy exemplifies how trees leverage their social structures to enhance their collective survival. The narrative of trees extends further when we delve into the fascinating world of the aspen grove. This species is unique in its ability to form large colonies through a single root system, creating a living testament to the power of kinship. Each connected tree is genetically identical, reinforcing the idea that they function as a cohesive unit. In these groves, if one tree suffers, the others can respond by redistributing resources, ensuring that the entire community remains resilient. This collective response not only highlights the importance of kin selection, but also illustrates how a unified front can navigate the challenges of their environment. As we explore these social structures, we may wonder how they influence the broader ecosystem. The answer lies in recognizing that the health of a forest is intricately linked to the strength of its community. Forests with strong kinship ties exhibit greater resilience, allowing them to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. This interconnectedness fosters a sense of stability, where trees support one another, reinforcing the notion that survival is not merely a solitary endeavor. In the realm of tree communication, the concept of altruism emerges as a fundamental theme. It is not merely about competition for resources. It is about nurturing relationships that enhance the well-being of the entire community. As trees prioritize their relatives, they contribute to a fabric of life that enriches the forest ecosystem. Imagine a place where every interaction is a testament to the strength of kinship, where the collective efforts of trees result in a flourishing environment brimming with life. The stories of trees and their social structures invite us to reflect on our relationships. Just as trees thrive in their communities, we too benefit from the connections we cultivate with others. The lessons gleaned from the forest remind us that cooperation, support, and nurturing bonds are essential for resilience. These principles resonate deeply within our own lives, encouraging us to foster environments where relationships can flourish. In the soft light filtering through the leaves, the forest reveals itself as a complex community, alive with interactions that echo through time. The importance of kin selection, recognition of relatives, and the impact of social structures offer a glimpse into a world where trees stand together, united in their pursuit of survival. As we immerse ourselves in this narrative, we begin to appreciate the profound wisdom of the forest, where every tree, every root, and every leaf contributes to the greater story of life. Chapter 7: Forest Health: The Impact of Communication on Ecosystems. In the vibrant world of forests, the communication between trees extends far beyond the whispers of the wind rustling through their leaves. As we explore the impact of this silent dialogue on forest health, we begin to uncover a hidden layer of interaction that shapes ecosystems in profound ways. Trees are not mere individuals standing apart. They are part of a vast network, a community where the health of one can directly influence the well-being of many. Imagine, if you will, a thriving forest, where each tree shares its wisdom and resources with its neighbors, creating a harmonious balance that fosters resilience and vitality. The intricate communication that occurs among trees plays a pivotal role in their overall health. When under stress from environmental factors such as drought or disease, trees can send signals through their roots and the air, warning their companions. This form of communication allows neighboring trees to prepare and bolster their defenses. Picture an ancient oak standing resolute, its branches stretching towards the sky, while below, its roots reach out to nearby saplings, imparting vital information about the changing conditions of the soil and water. This exchange of knowledge enhances the ability of the entire forest to withstand challenges, cultivating a robust ecosystem capable of thriving even in adversity. One of the most fascinating aspects of tree communication is its influence on disease resistance. Trees can detect the presence of pathogens and respond accordingly. When a tree senses an invasion, it may activate its immune response, releasing specific chemical compounds that not only defend itself, but also signal nearby trees to fortify their own defenses. This collective response can significantly reduce the spread of disease within the forest. Envision a grove where one tree, sensing an attack, emits a chemical alarm. The neighboring trees, upon receiving this warning, strengthen their own defenses, forming a protective barrier against the encroaching threat. This interconnectedness underscores the importance of communication in maintaining the health of forest ecosystems, showcasing how trees work together to safeguard their community. The relationships among trees also extend to interactions with wildlife and other plants. Birds, insects, and mammals play an essential role in this intricate web, facilitating pollination and seed dispersal. Trees communicate with animals through visual signals and scents, inviting them to partake in their bounty. Imagine the sight of a bright flower blooming, its vibrant colors calling forth pollinators, while the sweet aroma of ripe fruit beckons creatures to feast. This symbiotic relationship enhances not only the health of individual trees, but also the overall vitality of the forest. Trees that are well connected to their animal partners tend to flourish, creating a rich tapestry of life that supports a diverse array of species. However, the delicate balance of communication within forests is increasingly threatened by human activities. Urban development, deforestation, and pollution disrupt the intricate networks that trees have established over centuries. Consider the impact of a city encroaching upon a forest, where the sounds of machinery overshadow the soft whispers of trees. As roads are built and habitats are fragmented, trees lose their ability to communicate effectively. The mycorrhizal networks that connect their roots become severed, diminishing the support systems that have sustained them. This disruption can lead to weakened trees, increased vulnerability to disease, and a decline in overall forest health. Moreover, the introduction of foreign species, whether through landscaping or agricultural practices, can further complicate these relationships. Invasive plants and pests can outcompete native species, disrupting the delicate balance that has evolved within the ecosystem. Imagine a once thriving grove, now overshadowed by aggressive invaders, where the communication pathways among trees are stifled. The loss of native species not only affects tree health, but ripples through the entire ecosystem, impacting wildlife and the myriad interactions that sustain it. Human-induced climate change, adds another layer of complexity to these already strained communications. Rising temperatures and shifting weather patterns can alter the timing of flowering and fruiting, disrupting the synchronized relationships that trees have cultivated with their pollinators and dispersers. As seasons shift unpredictably, trees may find themselves out of sync with the very creatures they rely upon. Envision a forest where the blossoms of spring arrive too early, only to be met by a late frost, thwarting the efforts of pollinators who emerge in search of sustenance. Understanding the profound impact of communication on forest health invites us to reflect on our role as stewards of these vital ecosystems. What can we do to protect the intricate networks that sustain life within the forest? By prioritizing conservation efforts and promoting sustainable practices, we can help preserve the delicate dialogues that take place among trees. Imagine a future where forests continue to thrive, where trees communicate freely, and where each whisper of the wind carries the stories of resilience and cooperation that define these magnificent ecosystems. As we delve deeper into the complexities of tree communication, we come to appreciate the delicate balance that sustains forest health. The intricate relationships among trees, wildlife, and the environment form a cohesive unit, each element playing its part in the grand symphony of life. By fostering an understanding of these connections, we can better appreciate the profound wisdom embedded within the forest, a wisdom that guides not only the trees, but also the myriad creatures that call these woodlands home. In this exploration of forest health, we find ourselves reminded of the interconnectedness of all living things. Trees, with their silent communication and cooperative behaviors, stand as powerful symbols of resilience. Their ability to thrive in community speaks to a fundamental truth, that together we are stronger. Just as trees support one another, we too can cultivate connections that foster health and well-being in our own lives and communities. As we listen to the stories woven into the fabric of the forest, we gain insight into the importance of communication, cooperation, and the enduring bonds that unite us all. The influence of communication on forest health extends beyond the trees themselves. It ripples through the entire ecosystem, shaping the interactions among various species. As we consider the myriad connections within a forest, a question arises. How do these interactions enhance the overall resilience of the ecosystem? The answer lies in the cooperative relationships formed between trees and the wildlife that inhabit these lush surroundings. Take, for instance, the intricate relationship between trees and pollinators. Imagine a blooming wildflower, its vibrant colors casting a beacon for bees and butterflies. These pollinators, in their quest for nectar, inadvertently facilitate the reproductive success of trees. As they flit from blossom to blossom, they carry pollen, ensuring the continuation of tree species. This mutual benefit underscores the importance of tree communication. It is through their fragrant blooms and nutrient offerings that trees not only attract visitors, but also establish a network of dependency that enhances biodiversity. Moreover, the interactions between trees and herbivores reveal another layer of this communication network. When a tree is grazed upon, it often responds by producing chemical compounds that deter hungry creatures. Imagine the scent of a freshly cut leaf wafting through the air, signaling to nearby trees that a threat is present. This alarm system not only protects the individual tree, but also informs its companions to bolster their defenses. The forest becomes a living tapestry of responses, where one tree's distress can galvanize the community into action, fortifying their survival against potential threats. Yet the dance of communication does not solely revolve around survival. It also plays a crucial role in the nutrient exchange that sustains the forest ecosystem. Trees can share resources, such as water and essential nutrients, through their mycorrhizal networks. This exchange allows younger or weaker trees to benefit from the strength of their larger neighbors. Envision a young sapling, its leaves trembling in the dappled sunlight, receiving vital sustenance from the roots of an elder tree nearby. This nurturing behavior is fundamental to the vitality of the forest, creating a support system that nurtures new life while ensuring the health of the established community. However, despite the remarkable resilience found within these interconnected systems, the threats posed by human activities loom large. Urban sprawl not only fragments these natural habitats, but also disrupts the delicate communication pathways that trees rely on. Consider the stark contrast between a bustling city and a serene forest. The cacophony of urban life drowns out the subtle signals that trees exchange, leaving them isolated and vulnerable. As roads cut through the forest, the mycorrhizal networks become fragmented, severing the lifelines that facilitate communication and resource sharing. This isolation can lead to weakened trees, diminished biodiversity, and a decline in overall forest health. The introduction of invasive species further complicates these relationships. Often brought in through human activities, invasive plants can outcompete native flora, disrupting the balance of communication and resource allocation. Picture a thriving forest suddenly overshadowed by aggressive invaders, where the intricate dialogue among trees is stifled. The loss of native species ripples through the ecosystem, affecting not only the trees, but also the myriad creatures that depend on them for shelter and sustenance. As these invasive species spread, they can alter the very fabric of the forest, leading to a cascade of negative effects that threaten the health of the entire community. Climate change, another significant human-induced factor, disrupts the natural rhythms of forest ecosystems. Trees rely on specific seasonal cues for their growth cycles, and as temperatures rise and weather patterns shift, these cues can become erratic. Imagine a forest where the timing of blooming and fruiting becomes misaligned with the activity of pollinators and seed dispersers. The delicate synchrony that has evolved over millennia begins to unravel, jeopardizing not only individual species, but the entire ecosystem. The plight of trees in the face of these challenges beckons us to consider our role in this intricate web of life. We are not merely passive observers, we are active participants in the health of our forests. What steps can we take to mitigate the impact of our actions? By embracing sustainable practices and supporting conservation efforts, we can help restore the communication pathways that are essential for a thriving forest ecosystem. Imagine a world where urban development harmonizes with nature, where green spaces are integrated into our cities, allowing trees to flourish while continuing to communicate with their neighbors. As we reflect on the astonishing resilience of forest ecosystems, we are reminded of the profound interconnectedness that defines life. Trees, with their silent communication and cooperative behavior, are powerful symbols of what it means to thrive in community. Each tree's health is intertwined with that of its neighbors, creating a living network of support and resilience. By nurturing our connection to these natural systems, we not only enhance the health of the forests, but also cultivate a deeper understanding of our place within the web of life. Through this lens, we can begin to appreciate the wisdom of trees and the lessons they hold for us in our own lives and communities. Chapter 8: Research Techniques, Studying Tree Communication. As we immerse ourselves in the fascinating realm of tree communication, it becomes essential to explore the methods employed by researchers to deepen our understanding of this intricate phenomenon. Investigating how trees communicate is akin to piecing together a puzzle, where each piece reveals a new layer of complexity. The exploration of tree communication has evolved through a variety of innovative techniques, each designed to shed light on the silent yet dynamic relationships among these towering giants. One of the most exciting advancements in this field is the use of technology to study underground networks. Imagine the forest floor, where roots stretch and intertwine, forming a hidden web of connections. To observe these networks, scientists employ cutting-edge imaging techniques, such as ground-penetrating radar and advanced imaging technologies. These tools allow researchers to visualize root systems in 3 dimensions, revealing the vast networks that support tree communication. Consider how this technology illuminates the often invisible realm of mycorrhizal networks. By mapping these fungal connections, researchers can better understand how trees share resources and information. The intricate dance between fungi and roots becomes visible, allowing scientists to study the dynamics of nutrient exchange and signaling pathways. This is not merely an academic exercise. It is a glimpse into the profound interdependence that sustains forest ecosystems. Experimental designs are also pivotal in observing tree interactions. Researchers set up controlled environments to study how trees respond to various stimuli, such as nutrient availability or pest attacks. By planting trees in specific arrangements, they can monitor how trees communicate through their roots and the air. Imagine a researcher observing a grove of trees, equipped with sensors that measure chemical signals released during a pest invasion. As the trees respond to threats, the data collected can provide insights into the speed and effectiveness of their communication. Consider the implications of these findings. When one tree emits a chemical signal in response to stress, how quickly does the response ripple through the community? Does the size of the tree or its position in the grove influence the way it communicates? These questions drive researchers to refine their experimental designs, continuously seeking to uncover the complexities of tree interactions. Furthermore, as we reflect on the role of chemical signals, we can envision how trees use volatile organic compounds as a language of their own. By studying the types and quantities of these compounds released in various situations, scientists can decipher the messages trees send to each other. This research not only deepens our understanding of tree communication, but also highlights the potential for trees to adapt to changing environments. Imagine a scenario where a forest is facing increasing temperatures and drought. How might trees modify their communication in response to these new stressors? Future directions in tree communication research promise to unveil even more astonishing revelations. As technology advances, researchers are increasingly turning to interdisciplinary approaches, combining insights from ecology, chemistry, and even artificial intelligence to enhance their studies. The integration of machine learning algorithms can assist in analyzing vast amounts of data collected from tree interactions, enabling scientists to identify patterns that may have previously gone unnoticed. Moreover, as we become more aware of the impact of climate change on forest ecosystems, understanding tree communication takes on greater urgency. How might trees alter their communication strategies in response to shifting climatic conditions? Will they adapt their resource-sharing behaviors to cope with increasing competition or stress? These questions are crucial as we work towards conservation efforts aimed at preserving the delicate balance of forest ecosystems. As we contemplate the future of tree communication research, it is essential to acknowledge the outstanding individuals who have dedicated their careers to this field. Scientists like Suzanne Simard have been instrumental in advancing our knowledge of tree networks and communication. Her pioneering work has illuminated the complexities of mycorrhizal networks, showcasing how trees can support one another in their quest for survival. Simard's research has inspired a new generation of ecologists to explore the rich tapestry of interactions that characterize forest ecosystems. The journey into tree communication is only beginning, and as researchers continue to refine their methods and develop innovative experimental designs, we stand on the brink of new discoveries. The forest, with its intricate relationships and hidden dialogues, beckons us to listen closely. Each tree, each root, and each whisper of the wind carries lessons that transcend our understanding of nature. As we imagine the future of this field, let us ponder the potential for trees to teach us about resilience, cooperation, and the interconnectedness of life. What secrets do the trees hold, waiting patiently for us to discover? In embracing the mysteries of tree communication, we open ourselves to a deeper appreciation of the natural world, one where every rustle of leaves and every sigh of the wind reminds us of the profound connections that bind us all. The journey into understanding tree communication is enriched by the innovative experimental designs that researchers employ to observe tree interactions. These designs often mimic natural settings, allowing scientists to observe authentic behavior while controlling specific variables. Picture a serene clearing in a forest, where a team of researchers has set up a series of plots, each one designed with trees of varying species and ages. By manipulating factors such as light, soil nutrients, and moisture levels, they can study how these variables influence tree communication and cooperation. One intriguing approach is the tree ring experiment, where researchers analyze growth rings in tree trunks to assess historical interactions. By examining the width and density of these rings, scientists can determine how trees responded to environmental stressors over time. Imagine the stories each ring holds, revealing tales of droughts endured, storms weathered, and the symbiotic relationships that flourished in the face of adversity. The growth patterns tell us not just about individual trees, but also about the community dynamics within a forest. They provide a window into how trees have adapted their communication strategies in response to changing conditions. In addition to these naturalistic designs, researchers are increasingly employing controlled laboratory settings to study specific aspects of tree communication. For instance, scientists may isolate individual trees and expose them to various stressors while monitoring chemical signals emitted in response. By utilizing gas chromatography, they can analyze the composition of volatile organic compounds released, providing insight into the chemical language of trees. Imagine the anticipation as researchers listen for the faint whispers of these compounds, each one a note in the symphony of forest communication. The impact of these research techniques extends beyond understanding tree interactions. They also offer insights into the larger implications for forest ecosystems. As scientists delve deeper into the nuances of communication, they can better predict how trees will respond to environmental changes. What will happen to these intricate networks as climate patterns shift? Will trees adapt their communication strategies to cope with reduced water availability or increased competition? These questions are at the forefront of modern ecological research, guiding conservation efforts aimed at safeguarding these vital ecosystems. The future of tree communication research is poised to become even more dynamic with the integration of technology. The rise of remote sensing technology offers an exciting frontier, allowing researchers to gather data on tree health and interactions across vast landscapes. Drones equipped with advanced imaging sensors can capture high-resolution images of forests, revealing patterns of growth and health that were previously invisible. Consider the potential of mapping entire forest canopies, observing how trees interact not just on the forest floor, but in the air above. This aerial perspective adds a new dimension to our understanding, revealing the interconnectedness of trees across expansive areas. Furthermore, researchers are exploring the potential of citizen science to enhance tree communication studies. By engaging the public in monitoring tree health or identifying species, scientists can gather an unprecedented amount of data. Imagine a community of nature enthusiasts, armed with smartphones and apps, contributing to a larger database that tracks tree interactions and health over time. This collective effort can illuminate patterns of communication that would be impossible to discern through traditional research methods alone. In tandem with these innovative approaches, the role of interdisciplinary collaboration cannot be overstated. As scientists from fields such as molecular biology, ecology, and even artificial intelligence come together, the possibilities for understanding tree communication multiply. The integration of machine learning algorithms can transform how data is analyzed, helping researchers identify complex patterns and relationships that may have eluded human observation. This synergy opens the door to a richer understanding of the ecological networks that trees inhabit. As we look toward the horizon of tree communication research, the potential for groundbreaking discoveries is palpable. With each new technique, we inch closer to uncovering the mysteries of how trees interact, share resources, and support one another. The forest stands as a testament to resilience and interconnectedness, inviting us to listen more closely to the conversations that unfold within its depths. What hidden stories do the trees yearn to share? As we embrace the evolving landscape of research techniques, we are reminded that every leaf, every root, and every chemical signal paints a picture of life that is both intricate and beautiful. The exploration of tree communication is not merely an academic pursuit. It is a journey towards understanding the very fabric of life, where nature speaks in a language that, while often silent to our ears, resonates deeply in the heart of the forest. The unfolding narrative of tree communication beckons us to remain curious and open to the wisdom that nature has to offer. As we deepen our exploration, we are not just studying trees. We are learning about ourselves and our place within the grand tapestry of life. Each step forward in this research is an invitation to foster a greater appreciation for the natural world, nurturing a sense of stewardship that will ensure the survival of these majestic beings for generations to come. The exploration of tree communication is a journey that intertwines curiosity with scientific rigor. As researchers continue to refine their techniques, new avenues for understanding the complexities of these interactions emerge. One promising direction lies in the study of how environmental changes influence tree communication. As climate shifts produce new stressors, how will trees adapt their messaging? What if the air holds different chemical signatures, reflecting the challenges faced by the forest? Imagine a research team venturing into a forest-facing prolonged drought. Equipped with sensors and sampling devices, they meticulously analyze the chemical signals emitted by trees under stress. By comparing these signals to those from trees in a more favorable environment, scientists can begin to unravel the adaptive strategies that trees employ. This research not only illuminates the resilience of trees, but also offers insights into how forest dynamics may shift in response to climate change. In this context, the role of genetic diversity becomes increasingly significant. Trees, like many living organisms, harbor unique genetic traits that influence their ability to communicate and respond to their surroundings. Consider the implications of planting diverse species in a reforestation effort. By creating a mosaic of genetic backgrounds within a forest, researchers can foster a more robust communication network, potentially enhancing the resilience of the entire ecosystem. This genetic tapestry offers trees a greater array of responses to environmental challenges, further supported by their interconnected roots and mycorrhizal partners. As we reflect on the implications of these studies, the idea of forest memory comes to mind. Can trees remember past events and adjust their future interactions based on previous experiences? Researchers are beginning to explore this concept, investigating how historical environmental conditions shape tree responses over time. Imagine a tree that has faced a particularly harsh winter. Its subsequent chemical signals may carry echoes of that experience, influencing how it communicates with its neighbors in the years to come. The integration of technology also opens doors to new methodologies in tree communication research. For instance, the use of acoustic sensors allows scientists to listen to the sounds produced by trees. These sounds can provide valuable information about tree health and stress levels. Picture a serene forest, where the gentle creaking of branches and the rustling of leaves tell stories of growth and resilience. By analyzing these sounds in conjunction with chemical data, researchers can create a more holistic understanding of tree communication. Furthermore, as our understanding of tree communication deepens, ethical considerations come to the forefront. How do we ensure that our interventions in forest ecosystems respect the intrinsic relationships among trees? As we harness technology to study these interactions, it is crucial to approach the research with sensitivity, acknowledging the complexity of these living systems. Looking ahead, the potential for collaborative efforts between scientists, conservationists, and local communities is immense. By engaging with those who live and work among the trees, researchers can gain invaluable insights into traditional ecological knowledge. Imagine a community of forest stewards, sharing their observations and experiences, enriching scientific research with a profound understanding of the land. This partnership can pave the way for more effective conservation strategies that honor the age-old wisdom of trees and the ecosystems they inhabit. As we immerse ourselves in this continued exploration of tree communication, we are reminded of the delicate balance that sustains life within forests. Each technique, each discovery, and each conversation adds to our collective understanding of these magnificent beings. What new revelations await us as we listen closely to the whispers of the trees, the murmurs of the forest floor, and the vibrant exchanges that shape the very fabric of life? In the heart of the forest, the quest for knowledge continues, inviting us to delve deeper into the rich and intricate world of tree communication. Chapter 9: Applications, Lessons from Tree Communication. In the ever-evolving landscape of forestry and conservation, the lessons gleaned from tree communication emerge as a guiding light. The implications of understanding how trees interact with one another ripple through the practices we adopt for preserving our natural world. Imagine a forest, not merely as a collection of trees, but as a vibrant community, where each member plays a crucial role in the overall health of the ecosystem. This understanding reshapes our approach to forestry, encouraging us to recognize the inherent value of these relationships. Active management strategies are now being informed by the knowledge that trees communicate through both chemical signals and mycorrhizal networks. This awareness leads to practices that prioritize the preservation of tree communities rather than the isolated cultivation of individual species. For instance, reforestation efforts can benefit from selecting a diverse array of species that are known to support one another. By fostering a mixed species environment, we can create resilient forests that are better equipped to withstand the challenges posed by pests and diseases. As we consider the words of one prominent ecologist, the forest is a community, and like any community, the health of one depends on the health of all. This philosophy encourages a shift towards holistic management practices. Sustainable land management is enhanced tremendously by the insights gained from tree communication. The intricate web of interactions among trees, fungi, and soil organisms reveals how the health of one element can influence the entire ecosystem. Imagine a thriving forest, where trees are not simply competing for resources, but are actively sharing them, forming a network of support. This perspective invites us to think about land management in a way that emphasizes collaboration over competition. By nurturing these connections, we can enhance soil health, improve water retention, and promote biodiversity. As climate change looms, the role of tree communication becomes increasingly vital in our adaptation strategies. Trees are not passive observers of environmental change. They are active participants, sharing information about stressors such as drought or disease through their networks. This ability to communicate can serve as a warning system, alerting neighboring trees to prepare for challenging conditions. Picture a forest where, as one tree senses a shift in moisture levels, it sends out chemical signals that resonate through the mycorrhizal network, prompting its companions to adjust their resource allocation accordingly. This proactive approach can significantly improve the resilience of the entire forest. Furthermore, the wisdom gleaned from tree communication can guide us in selecting tree species for restoration projects that are likely to thrive under changing climate conditions. By understanding which species are more effective in sharing resources and information, we can build forests that are more adaptive to fluctuations in temperature and precipitation. This perspective aligns with the notion that preserving the interconnectedness of ecosystems is essential for navigating the uncertainties of climate change. The benefits of fostering tree communication extend beyond the confines of the forest and into urban environments. As cities expand and nature retreats, the need for green spaces becomes paramount. Urban areas, often seen as concrete jungles, can be transformed into thriving ecosystems by recognizing the importance of tree communication. Consider the potential of planting diverse species in urban parks, allowing them to establish networks that enhance resilience against urban stressors such as pollution and heat. These green spaces can become sanctuaries where trees support one another, creating pockets of biodiversity amidst the urban sprawl. In urban settings, the presence of trees plays a crucial role in improving air quality and reducing heat island effects. Imagine walking through a city park, where the air is filled with the fresh scent of leaves, and the gentle rustle of branches overhead brings a sense of calm. Trees in these environments can act as natural air filters, absorbing pollutants and releasing oxygen. By fostering communication among urban trees, we can enhance their ability to thrive, further improving the quality of life for city dwellers. Additionally, the psychological benefits of trees in urban areas cannot be overstated. Studies have shown that exposure to green spaces significantly reduces stress and enhances overall well-being. When trees communicate and flourish, they create environments that invite people to connect with nature, fostering a sense of community and promoting mental health. Picture a vibrant urban landscape where trees stand tall and proud, their interconnected roots forming a foundation not just for themselves, but for the communities that surround them. Understanding tree communication also opens avenues for education and community engagement. Schools and organizations can cultivate awareness around the importance of trees, teaching future generations about their role in ecosystems and encouraging active participation in conservation efforts. Imagine children learning to observe the subtle signals of nature, understanding that trees are not merely objects, but living entities with stories to tell. This educational approach not only fosters a deeper appreciation for the natural world, but also empowers individuals to advocate for sustainable practices in their communities. The lessons drawn from tree communication resonate throughout our relationship with the environment. As we embrace these teachings, we begin to see trees not as solitary beings, but as integral members of a larger community. The complexities of their interactions can guide us in shaping sustainable forestry practices, enhancing land management strategies, and adapting to the challenges of climate change. Moreover, the potential for fostering tree communication in urban environments highlights the need for integrating nature into our cities, creating spaces that benefit both people and the planet. In this evolving narrative of tree communication, we find inspiration to cultivate a more harmonious relationship with the natural world. As we deepen our understanding of the interconnectedness of life, we can begin to envision a future where trees thrive, communities flourish, and the delicate balance of ecosystems is preserved. The journey into the heart of tree communication reveals not only the secrets of the forest, but also the pathways to a sustainable future. The implications of tree communication extend beyond natural forests, weaving into the fabric of forestry and conservation practices, where they present a new paradigm for our relationship with nature. By understanding the complexities of how trees interact, we can begin to craft strategies that not only protect individual species, but also foster the health of entire ecosystems. Imagine a reforestation project informed by the wisdom of tree communication, where diverse plant species are purposefully selected based on their ability to support one another. This community-focused strategy not only enhances biodiversity, but also strengthens the resilience of forests against invasive species and environmental stressors. In the context of sustainable land management, tree communication offers critical insights into nurturing healthy ecosystems. The interconnectedness of trees through mycorrhizal networks illustrates the importance of maintaining these relationships in land management practices. By enriching the soil and promoting a diverse array of plant life, we can stimulate these networks, allowing trees to exchange nutrients and information with greater efficiency. Picture a landscape where tree canopies work in harmony, sharing the bounty of sunlight and moisture, and in doing so, create a thriving habitat for countless organisms, from the smallest insects to larger mammals. The role of tree communication becomes crucial as we confront the realities of climate change. Trees, as sentinels of the environment, possess an innate ability to respond to shifts in their surroundings. This adaptability can inform our strategies for climate resilience. For instance, consider how a forest reacts to prolonged drought. Trees can communicate distress signals, prompting nearby companions to conserve water and redistribute resources. This cooperative behavior enhances the overall resilience of the community, allowing it to weather challenges more effectively. By acknowledging these interactions, we can develop management practices that promote the survival of vulnerable species and mitigate the impacts of climate change. As we delve deeper into the urban landscape, the benefits of fostering tree communication become even more pronounced. Urban environments often present unique challenges, including pollution, heat, and limited space for roots to spread. Yet, by planting diverse tree species that can communicate and cooperate, we can create urban forests that thrive amidst adversity. Imagine walking through a city filled with lush green spaces, where trees stand shoulder to shoulder, their roots entwined beneath the pavement, sharing resources and enhancing one another's growth. These urban forests can act as vital lungs for the city, filtering air pollutants and providing shade, thus reducing the urban heat island effect. Moreover, the psychological benefits of incorporating tree communication into urban planning are profound. Studies suggest that exposure to green spaces can significantly enhance mental well-being. Picture a community park where trees flourish together, their branches forming a natural canopy overhead. This sanctuary becomes a refuge for city dwellers, offering a peaceful escape from the hustle and bustle of urban life. As trees communicate, they create an atmosphere that invites people to unwind and connect with nature, fostering a sense of belonging and community. Incorporating tree communication into education and community engagement efforts can further amplify these benefits. Schools and local organizations can cultivate awareness around the importance of trees, encouraging people of all ages to explore the stories hidden within their bark and branches. Imagine a classroom where children learn to recognize the subtle cues of nature, understanding that trees are not merely background elements, but vital participants in the ecosystem. This knowledge empowers individuals to advocate for sustainable practices, ensuring that future generations carry the torch of environmental stewardship. As we explore the applications of tree communication, the interconnectedness of ecosystems becomes increasingly clear. The lessons learned from the forest can inspire a holistic approach to conservation, fostering practices that recognize the value of collaboration and community. By embracing these teachings, we can build a future where forests are not just collections of trees, but vibrant communities, thriving in harmony with one another and the world around them. In the realm of climate change adaptation, tree communication serves as a beacon of hope. As trees share knowledge about environmental stressors, they equip their neighbors with the tools to endure and adapt. This collective resilience can inspire our own communities to come together in the face of adversity, sharing resources and supporting one another through challenging times. Picture a society that mirrors the wisdom of trees, where collaboration and communication flourish, creating a tapestry of support that enhances everyone's capacity to thrive. The lessons drawn from tree communication extend far beyond the forest's edge, permeating our urban landscapes and informing our approach to conservation and land management. By recognizing the intricate web of relationships that define the natural world, we can cultivate environments that are not only more resilient, but also more vibrant and thriving. In doing so, we embrace the philosophy that every living being has a role to play, and by working together, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. As we continue to explore the deep-rooted connections between trees, we uncover the profound wisdom that nature has to offer. Each interaction, each shared resource, and every whisper carried on the wind tells a story of resilience and cooperation. In this intricate dance of life, we find a mirror reflecting our own potential for connection, understanding, and growth. The journey toward a more harmonious relationship with our environment begins with embracing the lessons of tree communication, guiding us toward a future where both people and nature can flourish side by side. Chapter 10: Future Perspectives: Understanding Tree Communication. Emerging research areas in tree communication promise to unveil even deeper layers of understanding in the intricate relationships among trees and their environments. Scientists are now exploring how trees communicate not just with one another, but also with the myriad organisms that share their habitats. The revelations of mycorrhizal networks have given rise to an exciting frontier where researchers are investigating the potential roles of other organisms, such as bacteria and insects, in this vast communication network. Imagine the forest not merely as a collection of trees, but as a bustling metropolis, where each organism plays a role in a complex dialogue that fosters life and resilience. One particularly fascinating area of study is the investigation of tree responses to climate change. As temperatures rise and weather patterns shift, trees must adapt to survive. Researchers are examining how these adaptations might be communicated among trees, exploring whether certain species can alert others to stressors. Consider the implications of such findings. If trees can warn their neighbors of impending drought conditions or disease outbreaks, they may be able to collectively prepare and enhance their resilience. This is a new frontier in understanding how forests can withstand the pressures of a changing climate, revealing a community effort that transcends individual survival. In addition to climate adaptation, another emerging focus is the role of tree communication in biodiversity. Forests rich in diverse species are more resilient, but how do trees recognize and support one another? Studies are beginning to show that trees may communicate their needs and share resources not only with kin, but also with different species. Imagine a mixed species grove where oaks, pines, and maples coexist, each tree contributing to a greater understanding of their shared environment. This symbiotic relationship illustrates the complexity of forest ecosystems and the potential for interspecies cooperation that fosters biodiversity. The potential for new discoveries in forest ecosystems is vast and tantalizing. As researchers delve into the functions of volatile organic compounds released by trees, they are uncovering a symphony of scents that carry messages of health, stress, and even social bonding. The complexity of these chemical signals suggests a nuanced language that can be understood across species. Picture the air filled with the sweet aroma of flowering trees, signaling abundance, while the sharp scent of resin warns of danger. Each whiff encapsulates a story of survival, cooperation, and communication, reflecting the intricate web of life within the forest. Moreover, the study of tree communication opens doors to innovative applications beyond ecology. The concept of biomimicry, where nature inspires technological solutions, has gained traction in recent years. Imagine engineers studying the communication systems of trees to develop new technologies that enhance connectivity and resilience in urban environments. Just as trees share resources through their networks, cities might learn to optimize resource distribution through interconnected systems that mimic these natural processes. This approach could lead to more sustainable and efficient urban planning, inspired by the wisdom of ancient forests. Consider how the principles of tree communication could influence design in technology. The idea of a decentralized network, akin to mycorrhizal systems, could reshape how we think about data sharing and resource management. By observing how trees prioritize support for their kin, technology might evolve to promote community-focused solutions that enhance overall well-being. This interplay between nature and technology beckons a future where human inventions are not just informed by nature, but intricately woven into the fabric of natural ecosystems. As we reflect on these exciting prospects, the call to action for further studies and conservation efforts becomes clearer. The more we understand about tree communication, the better equipped we are to protect and restore our forests. Conservation efforts grounded in scientific understanding can bolster the resilience of these ecosystems, ensuring they continue to thrive. Imagine a world where each tree is recognized not just for its individual beauty, but for its role in a larger community, where every tree is an integral part of a living, breathing network. The urgency of conservation in the face of climate change and habitat destruction cannot be overstated. Forests are not only vital for biodiversity, but also serve as crucial allies in mitigating climate impacts. By prioritizing the protection of these ecosystems, we safeguard not just the trees themselves, but also the intricate communication networks that sustain life. It is a call to honor the wisdom of the natural world and to recognize that every action we take reverberates through the delicate balance of our ecosystems. In the grand tapestry of life, trees stand as timeless witnesses to the interconnectedness of existence. Their silent communication speaks volumes about the relationships that sustain us all. As we venture into the future, let us embrace the lessons learned from these remarkable beings. The journey into understanding tree communication is just beginning, and with it comes the promise of new discoveries, innovative solutions, and a renewed commitment to nurturing the forests that enrich our planet. Each step we take in this exploration is a step towards a deeper appreciation of the natural world, one that beckons us to listen closely to the whispers of the trees. The exploration of tree communication is not merely an academic pursuit. It has the potential to inspire significant changes in how we perceive and interact with our natural environment. As researchers delve deeper into these complex relationships, new avenues are opened, leading to practices that promote sustainability and the health of our ecosystems. One promising area involves the integration of ecological knowledge into urban planning. Imagine cities designed with green corridors and urban forests, where the principles of tree communication inform the layout and species selection. In these urban spaces, trees would not only beautify the environment, but also serve as vital components of an interconnected ecosystem, enhancing air quality, reducing heat, and providing habitats for diverse wildlife. This vision aligns with the growing field of urban ecology, where scientists advocate for integrating natural systems into urban landscapes. The dynamics observed in forests can guide the creation of urban canopies that mimic the resilience and cooperation found in nature, fostering a sense of community and well-being among city dwellers. As we consider the impact of tree communication on forest health, the notion of ecosystem services becomes particularly relevant. Forests provide essential benefits, including carbon sequestration, water purification, and soil stabilization. The intricate communication networks among trees contribute to these services by maintaining biodiversity and ensuring the stability of the ecosystem. Picture a vibrant forest where each tree plays a role in regulating the microclimate, influencing moisture retention and nutrient cycling. This harmony enables the forest to thrive, demonstrating the importance of preserving these natural systems for future generations. The synergy between tree communication and ecosystem services underscores the urgent need for conservation efforts. As we face unprecedented environmental challenges, protecting forests becomes a priority not only for their aesthetic and recreational value, but also for their integral role in sustaining life on Earth. Conservation strategies informed by scientific understanding can enhance the resilience of forests, ensuring they remain vibrant and functional. Imagine a world where every tree is acknowledged as a vital participant in a larger ecological network, where efforts to protect one species positively impact the community as a whole. Innovative conservation initiatives are emerging, emphasizing the importance of community involvement and education. Engaging local communities in the stewardship of forests fosters a deeper connection to the natural world. Programs that promote understanding tree communication can empower individuals to appreciate the complex relationships that exist within their own backyards. Visualize a community gathering in a local park, learning about the trees and their silent dialogues. This education can inspire stewardship, encouraging people to advocate for the protection of their natural surroundings. As we contemplate the future, we might wonder how these insights can lead to transformative changes in forestry practices. The application of tree communication principles could redefine sustainable forestry, moving away from monoculture plantations towards diverse, interdependent ecosystems. This shift not only supports biodiversity, but also creates forests that are more resilient to pests, diseases, and climate fluctuations. Imagine walking through a forest where every tree contributes to the well-being of its neighbors, creating a tapestry of life that thrives through cooperation and mutual support. In addition, the principles derived from tree communication could influence agricultural practices. Agroforestry, which integrates trees into agricultural landscapes, draws on the understanding that trees can enhance crop yields and soil health. This approach mirrors the natural systems found in forests, where trees and plants coexist in a mutually beneficial relationship. Consider farmers adopting these methods, cultivating crops alongside trees that provide shade, improve soil fertility, and retain moisture. This not only enhances the productivity of the land, but also fosters a healthier ecosystem, promoting biodiversity and resilience. Biomimicry, inspired by the strategies used by trees, opens the door to a future where technology and nature coexist harmoniously. The principles of tree communication could guide the development of systems that emphasize collaboration and resource sharing. Think of innovations in energy distribution that mimic the way trees share nutrients, creating networks that optimize efficiency and minimize waste. Such advancements may lead us toward a more sustainable future, one where human ingenuity learns from the natural world rather than exploiting it. As we peer into the horizon of scientific discovery, we must remain vigilant in our commitment to understanding and protecting the intricate communication that exists among trees. The stories told through their connections are not just tales of survival. They are lessons on the importance of community, resilience, and cooperation. This collective understanding can redefine our relationship with nature, reminding us that we are not separate from the ecosystems that sustain us, but rather an integral part of this vast network of life. The journey into the depths of tree communication has only just begun, and with each new revelation, we are challenged to rethink our role in the natural world. As we embrace this understanding, we open ourselves to the possibility of living in harmony with nature, guided by the wisdom of trees and the lessons they impart. The future lies ahead, illuminated by the potential for new discoveries and innovative solutions that emerge from the forest's embrace. Let us continue to listen to the whispers of the trees, for within their silence lies a wealth of knowledge waiting to be uncovered. The exploration of tree communication unfolds a narrative of interconnectedness that extends beyond the boundaries of forests, influencing our approach to the environment in profound ways. As we venture deeper into this subject, we find ourselves inspired by the potential for new discoveries that could reshape our understanding of ecosystems. Researchers are beginning to uncover the nuanced ways in which trees not only interact with one another, but also with the various organisms that inhabit their world. This expanding knowledge base hints at a future where the relationships within forest ecosystems are seen as a dynamic interplay rather than isolated events. Imagine a forest where trees engage in a symphony of interactions with fungi, insects, and even mammals. Each species contributes to the richness of the community, and in turn, each species is influenced by the communication that flows through the ecosystem. The delicate balance maintained by these interactions has far-reaching implications for everything from soil health to climate resilience. As scientists continue to unravel these complex relationships, they uncover insights that may lead to innovative approaches to conservation and sustainable forestry. Consider the inquiry into how trees communicate with the diverse array of life forms around them. The intricate signaling mechanisms employed by trees could illuminate pathways for enhancing biodiversity. For instance, the recognition of specific chemical signals might encourage a more symbiotic relationship between trees and the insects that pollinate them. This interplay underscores the importance of diverse ecosystems, as each participant plays a role in the greater whole. The potential for these discoveries to inspire biomimicry and technology is equally exciting. Imagine engineers and designers looking to forests for inspiration in creating resilient urban infrastructures. The collaborative strategies employed by trees could lead to innovations that enhance resource sharing in human communities. By mimicking the ways trees alter their growth patterns in response to one another, we could develop systems that optimize resource allocation in densely populated areas. This shift in perspective encourages us to view technology not as separate from nature, but as part of a holistic approach to living sustainably. As we ponder the future of tree communication, a call to action emerges, highlighting the critical need for ongoing research and conservation efforts. The more we learn about the intricate web of interactions within forest ecosystems, the better equipped we become to protect these vital spaces. Imagine a world in which our understanding of tree communication informs every decision we make regarding land use, urban planning, and environmental policies. By prioritizing conservation, we honor the complexity of these ecosystems and ensure that future generations inherit a planet rich in biodiversity. The urgency of this call cannot be overstated. As climate change and habitat loss threaten forests, our commitment to understanding and preserving these ecosystems becomes paramount. Each tree stands as a testament to resilience, and as we recognize their roles within a larger community, we can take meaningful steps toward safeguarding their future. Picture a world where communities rally around their local forests, driven by a shared understanding of the importance of tree communication. This collective effort could lead to enhanced conservation strategies that not only protect trees, but also restore the intricate networks that sustain life. In conclusion, as we stand on the precipice of discovery, the tapestry of tree communication offers rich lessons for us all. The interconnectedness of life within forests serves as a reminder of our own place within the natural world. By listening to the stories told through the silent exchanges among trees, we deepen our appreciation for the delicate balance that sustains our planet. The journey into the future of tree communication is just beginning, a path filled with promise, innovation, and a renewed commitment to our shared environment.